You don't have to explain your exit to those who don't understand your assignment. Not everyone will get it. Not everyone is meant to. Some people will question your decision. Others may try to guilt you back into a space you've outgrown. But when your spirit knows the truth, when God has already whispered, leave into your soul. No opinion can override divine instruction. Sometimes the greatest form of faith is not what you choose to enter, but what you choose to exit. So, if this message is reaching you in a time of uncertainty, don't panic. You're not behind. You're not lost. You're simply transitioning. Transitions often feel uncomfortable, but they're also where transformation begins. The enemy would love nothing more than to see you stay planted in a place of compromise, because comfort zones make powerful people forget their authority. But you were never called to settle. You were called to shift atmospheres, carry light, and build something sacred with God. And that sacred calling can't survive in just any atmosphere. It needs protection. It needs prayerful covering. It needs space to breathe and grow. That's why this warning matters, because your future depends on your ability to honor your spiritual boundaries. There's a reason you feel drained after being in that space. There's a reason your peace fades the moment you walk into certain places. The angels are sounding the alarm. They're not only whispering stay away, they're actively surrounding you, blocking you from returning and covering your exit path with grace. You may not see it, but there are places you were headed toward that you'll never reach, not because of failure, but because your angel stood in the way. Divine interference is often the greatest form of mercy, and when the detour comes, don't curse it, bless it. It's proof that your prayers are working, that heaven is listening, that God is paying close attention to every detail of your life. Romans 8:28 says, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Even in the closing of doors, even in the redirection, even in the not here, He's working all things together for your good. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. This isn't rejection, it's realignment. This isn't loss, it's launch. What if the place God is pulling you away from was never meant to hold you long term? What if its only purpose was to teach you, stretch you, and prepare you, but not to keep you? You're not leaving behind purpose, you're stepping into fulfillment. So let this message wash over you like a gentle confirmation. You're not imagining things. You're not being overcautious. You're being spiritually aware. You're walking by faith, and your angels are applauding every step you take in the right direction. Let go of what drains your spirit. Release what blocks your joy. You don't have to force anything that's not flowing with grace. If peace doesn't live there, it's not home. God's best is never found in the places that lack His presence. Even now, God is softening your heart and strengthening your resolve. He's giving you the courage to say, no more. I choose protection. I choose peace. I choose God's will over my own comfort. That choice alone makes heaven rejoice, because it means you're ready for the new, ready for the better, ready for the fullness of what He promised. So here's the truth, beloved. Your steps are ordered. Your path is protected. Your angels are on assignment, and your Father in heaven is watching over every detail of your life. There is no safer place to be than within the will of God. No greater covering than divine instruction. No deeper peace than walking in alignment with heaven's voice. And today, heaven is speaking. Avoid that place. It's dangerous. I'm calling you out for your safety, for your joy, and for your future. Listen, trust, obey. Your breakthrough is on the other side of this step. If this message touched your heart, helped you find clarity, or gave you peace, let that be your sign to act in faith. Like this video if you're choosing to follow God's direction, even when it means walking away. Comment below with the phrase, I choose God's direction over my own desire. And don't forget to subscribe to Angel Message for you for more comforting, prophetic, and spirit-led messages designed to keep you aligned with God's will for your life. You're not walking alone. You are surrounded, protected, and deeply loved. Every single step of obedience unlocks a new door of opportunity. Every act of faith takes you closer to God's perfect plan for your life. You are not walking away from the things that truly matter. You are walking into the abundant life He has already prepared for you. When you look back at the places you've been and the seasons you've walked through, don't feel regret. Instead, feel gratitude that you were able to learn, grow, and come out stronger. Those lessons were necessary for this next chapter of your journey. And now, as you move forward, you carry that wisdom with you, along with the peace that comes from knowing God is always ahead of you, preparing the way. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come, and remember, God is still with you. His love is constant, His promises unshakable. You don't need to fear the unknown. You don't need to fear what's ahead, because the one who called you is faithful to lead you. He never abandons his children, and he will never lead you into a place of danger without providing the protection you need. Psalm 23:4 beautifully assures us, even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. God's presence is your ultimate protection. His guiding hand is all you need to face whatever comes your way. Your angels stand guard, ready to shield you, help you, and guide you along the way. They will continue to whisper to your heart, showing you the path and leading you to the places where you can thrive and grow. When you're unsure of where to go next or what to do in a situation, always turn back to the peace that resides in your heart. If the peace is there, follow it. If it's not, take that as your signal to pause and pray, trusting that God will open the door when it's time. Remember, you're not in this alone. You have the Creator of the universe on your side, and as you continue your journey, let the truth of Psalm 91:4 remind you. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. God is your refuge, and as he calls you away from the places that have caused you distress or confusion, he is leading you toward the refuge of his love, his peace, and his safety. Take a deep breath. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, listening, trusting, and stepping forward in faith. Know that every moment of obedience you give to God brings you closer to his perfect plan. You are stepping into more of his love, more of his wisdom, more of his protection. And as you continue to trust his voice, remember that every transition has a purpose. It's preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. So don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to walk away from what no longer serves you. Let your faith grow stronger. Let your trust in God's guidance grow deeper. And let your heart be at peace, knowing you are following the path that he has laid out before you. So now, I encourage you once again, as you move through this next phase of your journey, to hold tightly to this. You are loved. You are protected. You are always guided. And God has a beautiful future ahead for you. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to take action today. Like this video if you're ready to step into the new season God is calling you to. Comment below with the phrase, I trust God's protection and plan for my life. And don't forget to subscribe to Angel Message for You for more spiritually uplifting messages, guidance, and encouragement. You're not alone in this journey, dear one. Your angels are with you, and the Lord is faithful to complete the good work he started in you. Will always be the anchor that holds everything together if you believe in the strength of love and the beauty of overcoming challenges together. Share this video, subscribe to the channel, and affirm I cherish the love that navigates challenges with grace. Type I am receiving my blessing in the comments to claim this affirmation and allow the power of love to guide you forward. If you feel called to support this mission of spreading divine messages, consider contributing through a super thanks. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or more, your generosity helps us share these angelic messages. With the world together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and love.
My beloved one, a pull in your spirit, like something's off. You may not be able to explain it clearly, but deep inside, you know there's a place, a situation, or even a relationship that doesn't sit right with your soul anymore, and you're not imagining it. This isn't just your mind overthinking. It's your spirit being alerted by the divine. It's your guardian angel trying to get your attention. You're not alone in this moment. You are guided here for a reason, not by chance, not by accident, but because heaven has a message for you. Something you need to hear, something that could protect your peace, your purpose, and even your life path. Your faith brought you here, and God, who sees all and knows all, wants to confirm what you've been feeling in the quiet places of your heart. You've been praying for a sign, asking for clarity. Maybe you've whispered, Lord, if this isn't right for me, show me. This message is part of that answer. The angels are speaking. And today, their message is simple but urgent. There's a place you need to avoid. It's not meant for you. It's dangerous not just in the physical sense, but spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. It can cloud your vision, drain your energy, and delay your destiny. Sometimes, danger doesn't come in the form of visible harm. It can come as distraction. It can look like comfort, familiarity, or even something that once felt like home. But God is doing a new thing in your life, and with that comes divine separation. He is removing you from places that can no longer sustain where he is taking you. Isaiah 43:19 reminds us of this truth. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. God is calling you out of certain environments, not because he's punishing you, but because he's protecting you. That job you keep returning to that leaves your spirit weary, that relationship that drains you and confuses your self-worth, that group of people who smile at your face but pray against your growth behind your back. It may seem small now, but in the spirit realm, Your angels see the danger up ahead. You've been wondering why you feel disconnected from places that once brought you joy. Why your peace gets disturbed when you step into certain rooms. That is your spiritual sensitivity increasing. That is discernment maturing in you. That is your guardian angel warning you. This is no longer your place. In the book of Proverbs 4:26-27, it says, "Give careful thought to the paths for your feet and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil." God is not just ordering your steps, he's ordering your stops. And this is a divine stop sign. You don't need to be afraid. You're not being left behind. You're being called higher. There's elevation waiting for you. But first, you must release what no longer aligns with your anointing. Some places are filled with spiritual clutter. People talking about growth but refusing to grow. Places where gossip thrives, envy is normalized, and mediocrity is accepted. These are the places your angels are warning you about. Because where God is taking you requires a cleaner atmosphere, a purer spirit, and surroundings that nurture your calling, not suffocate it. You were born for more. There's greatness inside of you, and heaven refuses to let you remain in a space that keeps you small. God is about to birth something new in you, new ideas, new relationships, new doors of favor. But just like a seed needs the right soil to grow, your purpose needs the right environment to thrive. Some places are spiritually toxic to your growth, and the longer you stay there, the more your spirit becomes dull to the voice of God. That's why you felt off balance. That's why your creativity has stalled. That's why your joy has been inconsistent. Not because you're broken, but because you've outgrown that atmosphere. And the angelic message today is, you cannot remain in a place that God has already left. I remember Lot's wife. She looked back at a place she was told to leave, and it cost her everything. Genesis 19:26. That scripture is not to scare you, it's to awaken you. Because some places are not just unwise, they are spiritually dangerous. And heaven loves you too much to watch you stay in harm's way. Even Jesus himself withdrew from certain towns because the people there lacked faith. Matthew 13:58. If Christ made room for separation, then so can you. Let this be your permission to walk away from what you've outgrown, to release the comfort zone that's quietly becoming a danger zone. And here's what the enemy doesn't want you to know. Every time you obey that nudge from the Holy Spirit, every time you say no to the wrong place, you make room for heaven's yes. You align yourself with blessing, breakthrough, and divine covering. Psalm 91:11 gives you this promise. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. Your angels are not just watching over you, they are guiding you, redirecting you, even blocking doors that could detour your purpose. That job opportunity that fell through, it wasn't rejection, it was redirection. That friend who suddenly stopped calling, it wasn't betrayal, it was protection. You don't need to fear walking away. What's ahead of you is so much greater than what you're being asked to leave behind. That emotional attachment you're struggling to let go of, God sees it. And he's not asking you to walk away alone, he's walking with you. Every step, every tear, every transition. You're not crazy. You're being called out of chaos and into clarity, out of distraction and into purpose, out of danger and into divine alignment. Listen to the voice behind the warning. Don't brush off the unease you feel when you enter that place. Don't dismiss the way your spirit shrinks in certain environments. That's not just intuition, it's intercession. Your guardian angel is working overtime to get your attention. And when heaven speaks, especially with a warning, it's never to scare you. It's to save you. This is your moment to trust what you feel. Even if you don't have all the answers yet, even if you don't understand why the change is necessary, you don't have to see the whole path to take the first step. Let this message be your confirmation. You've waited long enough. You've tolerated too much. It's time to move on from that place, wherever that place may be, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. God has better. Your angels are already preparing the next space for you, and peace will meet you there. Provision will meet you there. Healing will meet you there. But first, obedience must carry you there. Psalm 32:8 says, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. That's God's promise. You're not navigating the season blindly. You're being led with love, watched over with care, and protected with divine wisdom. So today, choose to walk away from what no longer reflects who you are becoming. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your obedience to God. You don't need a committee to validate your growth. When the Spirit says go, you go. When the angel whispers not here, you trust that voice, because your destiny is far too important to be delayed by comfort, compromise, or confusion. You were never created to stay stuck in the same place forever. Heaven is calling you forward, out of danger, into divine protection. Take a deep breath. This is your release moment. Let go and let God lead. And if this message spoke to something deep in your heart today, I invite you to do 3 simple things. Like this video as an act of faith that you're choosing protection over comfort. Comment below with the phrase, I choose God's direction over my own desire. And don't forget to subscribe to Angel Message for You for more spirit-led encouragement, divine insight, and loving reminders from above. You are loved, you are seen, and you are protected. Always. The safest place for you is not always the most familiar. Sometimes the safest place is the place where you're completely dependent on God, where your spirit is tuned in, your heart is surrendered, and your hands are open to receive what He wants to place there. Let this truth settle into your soul. When God asks you to walk away, it's never to leave you with less. It's to lead you to more peace, more purpose, more joy, more clarity, more of His presence. Don't underestimate what obedience will unlock in your life. Your willingness to walk away from what's unsafe or no longer for you is the very thing that qualifies you for the next chapter of your journey. You won't always see the danger, but your guardian angel does. You won't always feel the urgency, but heaven moves ahead of you. Your job is not to see it all, it's to trust the one who does. Hebrews 11:8 reminds us, by faith Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to a place that he was to receive as an inheritance. And he went out, Not knowing where he was going, that's what your faith is doing now. It's moving you forward without needing all the answers. That's courage. That's growth. That's spiritual maturity. And that's exactly where you're headed.